I didn't
the
like
language
it.
he was using.
Yeah.
And he communicated his point in a way that you may not like him, or you're like, man,
He's actually
reasonable.
Yeah.
ABJ vibes. Come to my city where people's low key with the money connect. You better relax, make it swallow your pride when you come on this side. Hands in the hair, make it crack me a smile, fulfilling the vibe. Come to Cairo, make I show you the hero, we'll push on the side, push on the side. Looking for ways to go pump in this town. Plotting some things and a strategy down. Open discussions we like to the thing. Patterns, behaviors we like to the link. Why do black people bring black people?
Watch and Tate's interview
with
Piers, and he himself admitted that now that he's a famous person, he has to think twice
the way he talks
about the way he talks.
Yeah.
Because
that's the only
because the truth of the matter is only Andrew Tate really knows what is in Andrew Tate's mind. You understand? So it's only Andrew Tate that can properly explain what he meant by property. And number two, he said this in a Western society. So whatever when we're analyzing what he meant, or we're trying to understand what he meant by property, you must analyze it within the context. He didn't say it in Nigeria, he didn't say it in a society that has a tradition of right price.
He said something about he always makes reference to Quran. Bible. So in that way you can see maybe it's not just limited to Western society.
Okay, maybe not limited to Western society, but the uproar was based on the fact that the audience that received that information were primarily based. I think if he had said that same thing in Nigeria, I don't think nobody would have been.
I still think
people might have, these days. People
right.
You can, once you're a man, and you say anything masculine, people may probably get angry.
Yes.
You understand?
They are programmed to get angry. And
I take that point. Even though I think when he was on Piers Morgan show, he explained it perfectly. His own explanation was, look, saying a woman is my property just means I'm responsible for her.
100%.
And what's the man supposed to do? Provide, protect.
Yes.
So, for example, if I'm going out at night, if my wife wants to go out at night in a dangerous neighborhood,
I say no, I'll go.
I can tell her, look, because I'm responsible for your security, I don't think that is a smart idea. It's not as if I'm going to tie her up. If she still decides to go, it's her choice. And to me that is reasonable. But it still doesn't solve the problem that as a public figure, or as an upcoming public figure, you need to be careful certain words you use. You understand? Because you don't know how because now people are not even talking about his message. Now it's more about his property.
But the funny thing
Do you understand?
I understand. The issue with Tate is that Tate would say something. Then the person has internalized that message and like, oh, are you saying women are property? Then you're not saying, because he's like macho and bravado, you say, yes, of course, that's what I mean. It's like on the group, when there was something I said, that somebody was asking, oh, what do I mean by that? What am I saying? Someone said, oh, wow. Then you said, and started again, right? But what I intended was for my words to be taken the way they are. You understand? And property means something you own, right? It doesn't necessarily mean something you dispose of, necessarily.
No, then you're not being fair, because if you want your words to be taken as face value, you must accept it. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, if I say I'm going to, and I want you to take that literally, I cannot now start saying, oh, I didn't mean. No. I mean, except you're not saying. That's why context always matters. Because if you take words literally, it's devoid of any context. You are just saying said property. And if you are saying it's literal, I agree with Idris. You cannot, in fact, for you to have a right to property, you must have a right to say it. If not, it's not your property. For you to have ownership of a property.
Okay, fair enough.
If you can't sell it, you don't own it.
My point is that the word property was put to him, and then maybe he responded.
Okay, let me ask this question.
He didn't originate.
Let me ask this question. Do you think he would have used a better word to get the message across? Do you think he would have used a better word to get his message across?
Yes, but I can't even think of the word right
now. I mean,
now.
because if you watch that,
because the wife belongs to the man belongs to the wife.
If you watch that interview on Piers Morgan and you read the comments and people's reaction, a lot of people even like and Tate more because he was able to even though Piers Morgan was trying to interrupt him, he was why he was very careful.
Yes, and I didn't
the
like
language he was using, and he communicated his point in a way that you may not like him, or you're like, man,
he's actually reasonable. Yeah.
And
I
that's like Tate for me that I like.
No, I don't like
because when you approach things like that, what do people say? Because you're making sense. People are not going to say, you can still take a masculine stance and still, you know, I don't want to say diplomatic in your language, but you should be careful how you put things across. And you still make the same point.
The reason why is that, and just to add to what you said, right? You know, like, every person has different level of intelligence. All across.
That's so true.
And now, you understand, we live in a global world. Let me just put that way. You can say something in Saudi Arabia now, and somebody here in Nigeria is listening to it, or maybe someone in Sudan. If there's internet in the moon, there will be someone there even listening to what you are saying as well. So, and every person has a different way they understand certain messages. So, from what today is saying, like, maybe if he's expressing himself, you understand, he uses his opinions, like he can break it down to a point that people cannot take that message, you understand, and use it in a bad way. You get, like, of course, like, the property stuff now, the word property, I don't think that's the best word to use to describe your wife, you understand. There are different words you can use, like, she's your responsibility, or a duty, you understand. There are so many other things you can use. In my own understanding, that I believe, you understand, is best fitted rather than using
what I think is
property.
Different stroke for different folks, right? I feel like you could have used a better word. Definitely, you could have used a better word. But at that particular time,
in that moment,
that word was the best word you could have used to it encompasses.
I'll even make two.
And like the kind of person he is, the kind of things he was talking about, the topic particularly that he was talking about, there's no way that people will not still get offended.
Yes.
At the end of the day, regardless of what